Hey everyone, we have just threaded our Bernina L460 and now I'm going to show you how you do the tensions and your cutting width, your stitch length and your differential feed. So these are your tensions on your machine. I put them all on 4 for normal sewing. I have got my 4 threads out the side. I'm going to put my wonderful sew table on. Now this sew table you are able to also purchase for the L450 and it just clips on. To undo it, there is a button at the back. You just push it and pull it out, okay? When it is on, you can also open up the whole machine as well, okay? So, you've also got a wonderful thread catcher and this just sits onto the front of your machine like that to hold all your threads. Now I'm just going to get some fabric and I'm going to sew through and show you what your tensions look like. So I'm going to put my lever back, which is my rolled hem lever because someone was rolled hemming, put my foot down. I can cut my fabric or not cut my fabric, and when you start sewing it will start cutting your fabric. Oh, and someone's got it really close, so we're going to extend the stitch length because it's on rolled hemming, so we'll go back to all normal. And now we're ready to go, and there we have a beautiful 4-thread overlock, and you can see clearly what your machine should look like. So for everybody at home with overlockers, here's what it should do. Your blue thread should go from your yellow needle up to the edge of your fabric. Your green thread is your extra straight stitching thread, which goes through the side, as you can see, and when you turn it over, your red thread should cover the whole back of your stitching, right? And your overlocking should not be falling off the edge of your fabric. This little button here, you can see these numbers, this is your cutting width, and there's a dial here that moves them from 5 up to 9. Can you see the cutting blade moving in and out? So the thicker the fabric, the higher the number. So I'm going to roll that back down and show you. That's 5, that would be for rolled hemming. If I go up, that would be for thick fabric. Now let me just show you if I accidentally have it on the wrong setting. So if I put my cutting width up to nearly 9, it's on 8, you watch what happens to my rolled hemming, my fabric. It all bunches up and makes a curve on my overlocking. Can you see how ugly that looks? Okay, now what happens if I roll it down too low? Bye! Thank you. And if I do it so that it is too low, it doesn't show up so much on this fabric. It's actually not too bad on this fabric, but normally the overlocking would fall off the edge. So this particular overlocker, it's actually okay on 5, but it's better on the dot, which is this dot here, and that's for normal sewing. Okay, now that's 4-thread sewing. On the side here you have got your stitch length, which is this one here, and in the next video I'll show you the differential feed.